Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree. We're here today with some steps missing because I'm going to apply and review the Sephora What a Gem Crystal Face Palette. I have been using this every single day since I bought it. I mentioned it in my video a few videos ago called I bought the first 5 things Sephora recommended to me, and this was one of the things they recommended. So I bought it. This is how the back looks. It does claim to be just a face palette, but I have been using it on my eyes as well. And I think it's really nice. I actually really like this. I will share more thoughts as I'm going along. I'm going to swatch the palette out for you. The shades don't have names. They just have they're just numbered across. They could have just left that off and it wouldn't have made any difference. I think they actually did that for the ingredient list, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because certain shades have different ingredients, of course. Let's see. I don't remember the price. I will list it down below. I feel like it was $18, 18 or 20. But yeah, I will apply it all. I will swatch it, share my thoughts, all that stuff. Here it is here. The only thing crystal about it, I think, are the shapes of the pans and maybe this, but I don't really get the crystal part about it, but I guess crystals are kind of popular now, so why not put it in the name of this product? Anyway, this is the bottom row here. You get mattes and then shimmers all on the top. The bottoms are like the blushes and the bronzer, and then the top are the highlights. As I said though, I have been using them as blush, bronzer, highlight, and eyeshadow. I am going to apply it all today for you. I will swatch it out, share my thoughts, all that stuff. But overall, I've really been enjoying this a lot. I have been using it every day, as you can see. But yeah, so the pans are a little bit narrow, of course. I'm going to use this brush. This is the one I've been using, the masked powder brush. I really like this brush. For the bronzer here, I do kind of pinch it just a little bit to get it in there, because if I do it just like this, a few of the bristles touch this blush, and I can see that on my face. So I am going to put on that bronzer. Just kind of wipe it in there, and then just start putting it on. Obviously, it's just one shade of bronzer, so it's not going to work for everybody. Also, it doesn't have a mirror, so actually, let me pull out. I brought this for a mirror. The It Cosmetics It Girl palette. This just came in the mail. It's the cheapest feeling palette on earth. But I am going to use it and review it. But right now, I'm just using it as a mirror. Anyway. Bronzer goes on really easily. Blends super easy. I haven't had any issues with this palette at all. I've really been liking it a lot. And I just love this brush. So, easiest bronzer ever. Done. Let's put the, I had to put the dog in his little crate while I did this because he was trying to play with the ball right here and it was driving me nuts. I could hear him in there whining. Like, I know you're in the other room, let me out. I've really been liking putting bronzer on my nose just like that. I feel like it brings the face together. So anyway, the next step is highlights. And for highlighter, I feel a brush hair on my face. I have been really liking these two and this one, these two here and this one here. That one is probably the weakest one in the palette. I'm not going to put it on today because I just don't like it very much. And this one I've only been liking as eyeshadow. But for highlight today, I think I'm going to do the pinky one. And I'm using SL Miss Glam L36 brush. I got this in Ipsy. It's one of my favorite brushes ever. Gonna dip into that. Tap off just a little bit. And the thing with these highlights, they're not blinding. They look like they might be like metallic eyeshadows, but they're not like blinding eyeshadows. Blinding highlighters, as you can see, they're really on the natural side. And then for blush, got my Real Techniques stipple brush here. We're going to do, I have been loving this one here. I'm going to flip it upside down. This one, I don't know if you can see the wear I've put in that one. I've really been liking that one mixed with this one or mixed with this one. Like, these two are really a little bit more intense. They're not over the top pigmented, but they're really pretty. And they come out that shade on your face. But I mix it a little with this one and it kind of tones it down a little bit. And I think I'm going to do, I think I want to do the dark one with a little bit of that in there. So I'm going to just get a little stippling brush action going. And then just dab it on my face. And I like to do stippling brushes with, ooh, that's already enough. With blushes that might be a little more intense. Because I feel like it tones down the a shade a little bit, and it kind of keeps you from over applying like you're like, I don't know, like a fluffy brush would. I mean, not that I'm not going to over apply, obviously, but I really like stippling brush with more pigmented blushes. Can you see that highlight, that blush, the bronzer? Is that too much on the nose? I think it is. Let's dab that. Now that I turned my face, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. That's fine. I'm not too concerned with it. Okay, now let's put it on as eyeshadow. I am gonna go with this one here on my Morphe M441, my trusty Morphe brush, and just go into the eyelid. I do have just concealer on as eyeshadow today. Concealer on as primer, just a heads up. I haven't seen any like wear down issues or anything like that with these shadows. Using them as, I haven't seen them wear away too much wearing them as eyeshadows. It doesn't say to not use on your eyes. I didn't see it anywhere anyway, so I don't see like a problem. I'm gonna use this littler brush from Morphe. Oh. This just dug into the corner of this of this shadow in this palette I was using as a mirror. Oh boy. All right. Sorry, palette. You're gonna go sit over there for a while. Yikes, I gotta fix that. Anyway, so I'm using this as a mirror right now, so if it comes out crazy, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna be using this darker one here on this other Morphe brush. The bottom ones here are really firmly pressed in there. I don't really see an issue getting them on a brush for blush and bronzer and stuff, but on the eyeshadow brush, I do feel like I need to dig into a little bit. Not too much, but I do feel like I need a mirror to check this out. But oh my god, I can't believe I destroyed that eyeshadow and it like fell into the other ones. Well, got a project today. I need a mirror. Does this have a mirror? Okay. Oh, not too bad. All right. Now let's go with, you know what? I think I'm going to take this one. This is the one I used yesterday on my eyes. I don't know if you could see my finger in there. I did use my finger to put it on. And then just pat it on the lid. Easy peasy. All right. Let's go back with that brush, dip back into that dark brown a little bit, just to kind of just brush it around nicely. So it's something super easy, but you can easily use a palette like this on the eyes and just take like a one and done palette, blush, bronzer, highlight, eyeshadow. Let me grab a littler brush. I know I just saw it. There it is. My Eco Tools smudge brush, do something on the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna do, you know what, I'll just take the dark one. The one I was using as bronzer here on my lower lash line. I was thinking about using that pink one, and I think I still might. Let me even these out real quick though. And then I do want to take that middle blush one and a little bit on the lower lash line as well. I don't know why, I just kind of saw it in my mind. A little pink action on the lower lash line mixed with the brown. And why not just do it? All right, I think that looks all right. Let me grab eyeliner, mascara, and I will join you back here in a second. Alright, so I got some eyeliner, I got the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara on. This is a really nice mascara and it removes really easily. It's just this small one is kind of hard, kind of tricky to use because the brush is really small in it, but it's very lovely mascara. So as you can see, full face, I did eyes as well, something super simple, but you can totally pull off an eye look with this palette. So this is a really good, I think, palette to take if you're traveling, you're packing light, blush, bronzer, highlight, eyeshadow, everything in here all in one. I really, really like this. Let me swatch it out for you. This is something I'm super happy that I bought and that Sephora recommended to me. This is the top row. Get that last one in there. They don't have names, of course, but these are the eyeshadows. The purple one here in the middle is the one I was the most disappointed in. I'm gonna build it up here because in a swatch it looks nice, but I've tried to use this on the face and the eyes and all I see is white. Like, it looks stark white. It kind of makes my eyes, I put it on the inner corners trying to do a little Kat Von D Alchemist palette thing, and it just doesn't do what I want it to do, and it's just a little white, even though it looks nice here. So don't really love that, but these are really nice on the more subtle everyday. I mean, what's everyday makeup, right? Well, if different a definition of everyday makeup, but for me, something subtle, normal, everyday highlight, you'll get it with this palette. They're not blinding in any sense of the word. The bottom row here are all mattes. Let's do these right here. And this is the bottom row right here. Really, really pretty. They all blend super well together, even on the face and the eyes, as you could see. They came together super easily. As an eye palette, I think this looks really pretty. Like, I would love to see a little quad with those shades in there, or what? A quint? Is a quint the 5 one? Anyway, these are really pretty. I thought they went all really well together. So this was awesome. I really like it. I think it's totally worth the money. If you want something on the more subtle highlighter side, blush, bronzer, highlights, they work as eyeshadows. I have nothing bad to say about it other than this one little shade here. I feel like it was under $20. Last year Sephora put out a face and eye palette that was really, really good. And I'm glad they put out another face palette this year. And usually when I buy their face palettes, or like their blush, like they have 6 big pans of blush, they're so over the top pigmented that I don't like to use them. They're so hard to use. So I think the pigmentation in this was so well done because it's not something that you're gonna be able to overdo really quickly. Like, I don't get any satisfaction when I have to dip my brush in like this into a pan and then it's still too much. Like, I like to be able to at least dip around a little bit, see some wear and tear on the shadows after a while. So yeah, I really like this. If you've tried it, let me know what you think. I think it's totally worth checking out this year, and I think it'll make a really nice gift too. Anyway, that is that, my friends. Thanks for joining me for this little demo of this palette and my review. I like it. Let me know your thoughts down below. I love reading your comments, and I will see you later in another video tomorrow for Declutter. Declutter, the return. See you then. Goodbye.